a Suburban Conference matchup between Brooklyn Park rivals, the Park Center Pirates, and the Champlin Park Rebels. From Champlin Park High School, John Jacobson and Sig Ligry for tonight's telecast. Sig, very early in the season, but each team looking for their first win tonight. The Pirates and Rebels both 0-2 coming into this match.
So both teams are obviously looking for their first win, but more important, you got to get something win this conference. Suburban Conference is tough. Every win counts big, and you can't afford to get too far behind.
Park Center's got a new head coach in Keely Sorensen. She graduated from Park Center in 2010, having an outstanding soccer career as a Pirate herself and bringing some new enthusiasm to the program. Numbers are up overall in the program. That's always good to see. She just wants to see a reward for her girls tonight and hopefully a W against a Rebels team that beat Park Center twice last season.
So it's time for a turnaround and a little bit of sweet revenge, of course. That's always the fun part of it. If you've lost it your previous years and they lost in the section, that hurts. So they want to get some revenge, and they also want to see how the team's going to be starting to gel. Got to look for what's going to work for them for this season, even though it is early. Coach has to know what does your team have and what do you have to improve on.
For Champlin Park, a little bit younger team this year, not as much game experience as they had a year ago. They're looking for their first goal of the season, not only their first win. Will it come tonight? They're on their home field here on the grass field and hoping to turn the tables here against the Pirates.
Absolutely, and the temperature is great. It's a light breeze, temperatures around 70 degrees, so it should be a good game in that aspect. But yeah, let's hope they get their first goal and get some excitement going for them.
Champlin Park boys having just won an overtime thriller against Park Center. We'll see what happens here in the girls match in just a few minutes. We'll take a break and come back and start this one. Park Center, Champlin Park High School girls soccer next on CCX.
Race. Love is love.
Starters being introduced for both Park Center and Champlin Park tonight. So one thing we didn't talk about in the pregame, great rivalry between Park Center and Champlin Park in a lot of sports. A lot of these girls grew up either playing perhaps youth soccer together or against each other. So you always want to beat your rivals, right?
Oh, absolutely, because then you get to rub it in their face and the next summer when you're playing your summer league or traveling league or USA Cup or whatever league they're playing in.
I mentioned you get a nice night to play soccer and not much of a breeze at all. It's very early in the season, obviously, still August here, and sometimes these grass fields can really get chewed up by the end of the season, but it is in excellent shape here for late August, the grass field here at Champlin Park.
Yeah, it certainly is. In fact, it isn't even marked off for football. So the yard markers are not marked yet.
Rebels football team will open this season Friday night against Eastridge High School, but that is at Eastridge before they play their home opener in September. Rebels tonight in white, Park Center in the green with the gold and white trim, as the Rebels will be introduced here in just a moment. Keely Sorensen there in the middle of your screen. She is the new head coach for Park Center. I mentioned her first year as head coach. Also the athletic administrative assistant for the Park Center athletic program, so she's got a lot on her plate during the day, and then comes over and coaches soccer after school. And I'm really excited to see that their numbers have gone up this year, and looking forward to getting Park Center back to a winning team, which they have. You remember a couple of state tournament appearances not that long ago.
That's true. They've been.
It's Libby Witchker there in the headband. She's the acting head coach tonight. Caitlin Nimmer is the head coach, but Megan is the acting head coach for this evening. Knows a lot of these Champlin Park girls from both coaching soccer and then lacrosse, and says technically they're really a good team, but need to start putting goals away. They've got some talent and some players that can score. Alex Lotz is a junior captain. She was a second-team All-State player next year, and one that we'll watch tonight, number 6 for the Rebels. Just need to see the result and see the ball in the back of the net. And I think sometimes you get that first one, say you're over the hump when you've been shut out a couple of times, and go from there.
Yeah, usually that ends up with the floodgates opening. Once you get that all important first goal, then you relax a little bit. You can play your game and get that monkey off your back.
The starters for Champlin Park tonight: Maya Elizondo, Grace Doobie, Faith Doobie, Grace Marshallik, Alex Lotz, Katie Hayes, Alexa Grimm, Amber Nichols, Haley Peach, Megan Carlson, and goalkeeper Amanda Christensen. And for Park Center, their goalie Rachel Huser. The rest of their starters: Elia Wenzel, Megan Traeger, Abby Brackey, Gabby Bieberg, Kayla McNamer, Inetta Port, Caitlin Reed, Megan DuBois, Brianna Tao, and Courtney Jensen.
Your Champlin Park Rebels are coached by assistant Abby Lindsay, Megan Witchker, and head coach.
So the teams have been introduced. We're about ready for start of tonight's game. We are going to take a break and we'll come back, and we'll start the first half in just a moment. Champlin Park, Park Center, girls soccer next on CCX.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit.
Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave.
Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
I guess wrong on this one.
Beautiful Tuesday evening here in Brooklyn Park. We get set for Champlin Park, Park Center girls soccer. I mentioned in the pregame, Champlin Park boys winning in overtime over Park Center. The Rebels with a 4-2 victory, scoring twice in the second 5-minute period to take the OT in the match. As you look at Rachel Huser, the senior goalkeeper for Park Center. Also one of the captains, along with Inetta Port, for this Pirates team. And Amanda Christensen in goal for Champlin Park, the senior. So a couple senior keepers, and we are underway. Clock is running. It's Champlin Park with early possession. Amber Nichols, number 13, had it. It was broken up. Sent out to midfield. And taken there by Park Center's Brianna Tao. Played back and then forward again. A little too far for any Pirates to play it. Elizondo played it to midfield, broken up briefly. And Pirates gain control. Du Bois with it. Coming in. Du Bois all the way in. Didn't get much on the shot, but enough to get it in. And it's a goal. And Park Center leads it 1-0. Bois with already her third goal of the season. And pushes this one in to give Park Center a 1-0 lead. 45 seconds into the match.
Talk about early returns, Du Bois. Right here, going down the sideline. Season opening right here. Takes a left-footed shot. Right-footed, and it just dribbles. Actually, it hit the keeper and went right past her. Watch it again. Here's the kick just underneath her to make it 1-0, 45 seconds in. So the Pirates off to a quick start. And now Rebels trying to regain possession of the ball, come down, make their attack, and hopefully get the equalizer. There she is, number 21, Du Bois.
Off a Pirate player. It'll be a throw-in here for Champlin Park. Faith Doobie getting it in play. Ball chipped toward the middle of the field and picked up by Huser.
Huser with a nice long kick. Good punt. However, the Rebels come up with the ball. Trying to pass it around, drives it forward.
Trying to get it ahead to Grace Marshallek. Out of play off Park Center. Another throw-in coming for the Rebels. Faith Doobie gets it in to Marshallek. Played back right side to Doobie and off of her and out, and it's over to Park Center. Pirate throw-in. That's broken up by Katie Hayes. Played out toward midfield. Rebels gain control. Carlson got back. Return pass. And I get a whistle and get a foul on Du Bois here. As Peach went down in the collision between those two. And look at it again.
Yep, a little bit of a shove there.
First foul. And here's our first free kick tonight. Peach drilling it down. It's off a Pirate defender toward the sideline, but it'll stay in play. Nichols got it up, broken up by the Pirates. Throw in here for for Champlin Park by Grace Doobie. Ball comes back to her. Good short pass. Pushed ahead by Carlson. Here's a chance for Snell, and Huser gets out there and makes the save. Alex Lotz with the shot rather, and the good save there by Rachel Huser. Lots of dangerous forward for Champlin Park.
Yeah, they showed it there. They can mount an attack, penetrate the defense, and get a shot off.
This ball off of Elizondo. Controlling now is Park Center. Pushed toward the net along the end line. It's last touch by Park Center, so it's a goal kick for Champlin Park. So the little pass here from Carlson to Lotz, turns.
It didn't get a whole lot on it, but it was spinning pretty good. And Huser had to make a pretty good dive to get there.
All right, I think she had the right idea to try to catch that far corner. Didn't get quite enough on it, and Huser had time to dive out and stop it. Park Center throw in. Again, Faith Doobie to put it in. Header by Bieberg of Park Center. Now it's Du Bois with it. Boys gets past a couple of defenders. Moves back to the middle of the field with control. Got herself open and then broke it up nicely by Grace Doobie. And then a shot fired high and out of play. Boy, an opportunity there for Brianna Tao. Had some room, but not too much under it and sailed it over the top of the Rebels net.
And that does tend to happen a lot.
Yeah, you see that spot and you're like, I'm in a good scoring position here.
Yeah, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to kill it, and I go underneath it like 9-iron. Only my 9-irons aren't that good.
Not that true. Rebels push it back across midfield again. Taken back by Park Center's Courtney Jensen. Lost there.
They
pushed back ahead.
Rebels with them. Sorry, the Rebels had the numbers there. Couldn't quite control it.
Here's Carlson with it. And tried to get it to Lotz, but skipped just past her and comes right to Huser.
So I think Willie is going to give him a shot, but not shot on goal on that one.
Good little move by Carlson to get past her player. Ball lost to Park Center. Push toward midfield. Good 1v1 battle there. It's off Park Center. And Champlin Park throw in. It'll be for Grace Doobie. Drilled ahead by Peach. And this is going to roll toward the sideline. Kept in play by Caitlin Reed of Park Center. Up toward midfield with it. Rebels take it back. Carlson with it. Looks to her right. Tried to go that way. Broken up briefly. Got it back. And they'll reset. Elizondo. Right side. Doobie's pass ahead. Comes to Alex Lotz. Lotz looking to her left. She'll go that way with the pass. Ball deflected back to the middle of the field. One pirate off another, and then Jensen able to clear it up toward midfield. Now Du Bois has it for the Pirates. Has the only goal so far. First minute of the match. Wenzel back to Du Bois. Trying to split between the D. Ball comes free to Tao, and then coming back from behind, Hayes gets back into the play to help break that up. Push to the sideline and out of bounds off of Champlin Park. And a throw in here for Park Center. It'll be taken by Gabby Bieberg. First substitution of the night, Carly Fisher. 7th grade midfielder coming in, number 8 for Park Center. She'll replace Tao.
Well, there's an opportunity to bring up a young player and see how she meshes in.
Shot, and it goes wide, not a play. Goal kick for Champlin Park.
Good look at Du Bois, owner of the first goal for tonight.
Out to midfield, whistle, and it was off, out of bounds when the Rebels played it, so it's a throw in here for Park Center. Traeger. Jensen is battling Carlson there. Carlson will throw it in for the Rebels. No, she's going to leave it, and it'll be for Grace Doobie instead. To midfield. Marshalik has it to Carlson. Bumped off the ball a little bit there by Bieberg.
Rebels doing a good job moving the ball around.
There's another attack. Field. Ball was loose briefly and then cleared away nicely to the sideline by Netta Port. Port, Bieberg, and Huser, the captains for Park Center this year. Lotz, Hayes, and Peach, the Rebels captains for girls soccer in 2017. Ball played to the middle of the field here by the Rebels. Header by Nichols. Shielded off the ball by Traeger, out of play. Last touch by Nichols. No, it's off Traeger, looks like. It'll be Champlin Park with the throw in. Ball played ahead.
Oh, ouch.
Big trip there as Du Bois went down hard. Got right back up, but definitely a whistle and a foul there on Peach.
Let me see it again. This is quite a collision. Boy, that could have been a yellow card. Du Bois, she got up right away, but she kind of winced on the way up.
Jensen gets the free kick away, but right to Champlin Park's Megan Carlson. Carlson, a strong freshman for this Rebels program. Ball chipped ahead by Champlin Park, off the head now of Lotz. Get back to it again. Lotz, nice little move to get past one defender. Still with it down that right sideline. Gets past Hort now and angled it toward the net, but off the side of the goal. Now we get a goal kick for Park Center. Lotz just getting in a little bit too deep and really didn't have a great angle to try to put that one in.
So too tight of an angle as we have number 3, Kiana Rayleigh, coming in for the Pirates.
The temperature in the mid-70s, Sig. It is a little bit humid tonight, and there's a shot on goal by Lotz and the save again by Huser. Coming off a fairly cool week, and I know most all these girls played a full summer of soccer, but it's a little bit of an adjustment to the warm temperatures back here again.
Well, today's been really pretty good weather.
Yeah.
It's a little bit warm for the boys' game, but for this game, obviously the sun's gone down now. The lights are on in the stadium, and it's pretty comfortable.
Here comes Champlin Park on the attack, trying to pass the ball ahead. Lotz gets free, a shot, and a goal. Huser on a piece of it, but couldn't keep it out of the net, and Alex Lotz gets the Rebels' first goal of the season. We're tied up at 1.
Here's it again. Just excellent patience there with the watch. She sets up the shot right here, knows exactly where she's going to put it. She had plenty of time with no defender around her, so excellent goal by Alex Lotz.
Starting with the Champlin Park Rebels with 27 the first half. Here's the equalizer, number 6, junior captain.
So Lotz with the equalizing goal about 12 minutes after Du Bois. Now here's another shot. This one just goes wide of Huser. Ball still in play. Another shot. Huser gets a piece of that. It's loose in front. Oh, and she came back across and
had an opening.
Able to make another stop. And able to rob Amber Nichols. Oh, Champlin Park, a couple of opportunities there to push his second one in just a few seconds. Nichols another shot, and this one goes wide.
Actually, that was a good idea, Nichols.
Huser was all over here. Watch her going from one side to the other. Nichols with the first shot. This one goes wide, but not hard enough that got it out of play. Then she got a piece of that one. Nichols right there, and Huser somehow came over along with Port to keep that one out. And then just never chance there for Marshalik to get a shot away, but a couple of opportunities certainly there for Champlin Park to go back ahead. Yep. Now they're on the move again. Marshalik to Lotz. Short pass to Nichols, back to Lotz again. Now it's to Carlson. Carlson to Lotz. And tried to send it to her left and missed on that pass, and the Pirates able to clear it down. Christensen comes way out and drills it across midfield for the Rebels. Champlin Park with a little momentum off that goal for certain here. Here they come again. The dribbling shot away, but it goes high off the foot of Alexa Grimm.
Quite the action already in this game.
Now returning to the game,
last 2 minutes.
Got Champlin Park putting on some heavy pressure.
Center is number 10.
And the Park Center defense has been pretty good about stopping some of these, but here they come again, and another shot.
Lots with the pass. Shot goes wide.
Good shot over the net. The goal kick coming up for the Pirates.
User, busy couple of minutes here. And here away on the goal kick. Toward midfield, but stopped by Champlin Park. Pass comes ahead to Nichols.
Sizing it up, try to get through the mini wall. Boy, that was almost a handball.
That shot by Hayes got blocked. Out of play. Throw in for Park Center. A solid 3 minutes of soccer here by the Rebels girls. And all sorts of pressure on Park Center, who had the better of play, I thought, for the first 12 minutes or so, including the only goal. But Champlin Park equaled that, and we keep the momentum here. Foul against Park Center. We got a handball violation on the Pirates. Haley Peach setting this one up. Chipping it ahead. Header by Lotz. Comes back to Hayes. Far sideline. Kick there by Marshalik.
They're moving the ball around again, and they're doing a good job deep in the Park Center zone. Here
Lotz.
they come.
Hayes will chip it to herself. Got it to Carlson. Back to Lotz. Port got a foot on it for Park Center and rolls to Huser, who scoops it up.
Huser again with a nice long punt.
One out of play off of Champlin Park, and Park Center will get a throw in. Brianna Towell back in for Park Center, number 23. Throw in here for Chloe Sink of Park Center. Gets it to Du Bois. Boy, moving in deep, shot away. And a good stop by Christensen. Du Bois trying to go low.
That was
on the near side, and Christensen makes the save.
That was an excellent shot by Du Bois and a good save. Keeper kept her ground. Christensen kept watching the ball, knew it was coming low, and scooped it up.
At the midfield, here's Carlson.
Champlin Park again, moving the ball around. And you might as well keep doing that. Park Center midfielders are not attacking those passes.
Ball on the outside comes to Alexa Grimm, too far for her. Now we'll get a throw in for Park Center. Abby Brackey will take the throw in for PC.
Abby Brackey with the throw.
Park Center losses to St. Cloud Apollo last Thursday, and then Saturday at Cooper. Champlin Park with losses to Maple Grove and Hopkins to start the season. Rebels, this is their first home game of the season. Park Center will not be home until next Tuesday when they will host Irondale. They have another conference game this week, Thursday, at Coon Rapids. Nearing the midway point here of the first half. User's goal kick. A little bit too high past Jensen. Du Bois takes it at midfield for Park Center.
Well,
able to get past Peach, but then lost the ball. It's sent back by Champlin Park, but out of play.
Du Bois that time splitting two sets of defenders, getting past both of them until she lost it.
Sent this one deep. Grace Doobie has it. Return pass from Peach. Couldn't keep it in play. Throw in for the Pirates.
Du Bois trying to get something set up quickly.
Gets the ball to the middle of the field. Race forward here. It'll be won by Tao, and then getting back into the play nicely, Maggie Benson for Champlin Park. Ball still came in on net on the shot, and the save by Christensen. Good goal kick away across midfield. Nichols. Hitting it for Lotz. Defender went down. So they're going to call Lotz maybe a little push that made the defender go down there. That's what brought the whistle.
Yeah, boy. I don't know if she
much. There was a little bit, certainly contact with the left elbow, but
yeah, there was contact, but I didn't see anything that would call it a foul. But that's from our vantage point.
Ball played ahead by Grace Doobie. Marshalik.
Go the outside, but ball intercepted by Sink.
Yeah, Lotz on the outside to Nichols. Nichols has it taken away. Comes back to Lotz near the sideline. Able to slip it past Sink and out of play by the Pirates. As McNamer came over and took off some of the pressure, forced Champlin Park to reset on a throw-in. Coming in for Champlin Park will be Madison Stalpas, number 8, and Morgan Mauk, number 15. The next stoppage, and one along the inline.
User was not happy with that. She had to come way out of her position to poke that ball out of there.
We're going to get our first corner kick here of the night, Sig.
Usually one of the more dangerous set plays is the corner kick. This is where you want to make some type of opportunity happen. A little bit deep.
Peach's corner kick goes off the head of Stalpas and out of play, so Park Center will get a throw in.
Now in the game for the Rebels is number 15, Morgan.
To the middle of the field. Played by Elizondo. Shot, and Huser stops that one. A good hard shot by Mauk, and Huser makes the save.
And Huser did exactly what you want from the keeper. Keep that ball in front of you. Knock it down to the ground so you don't get a rebound to your opposition. Nice shot and an excellent save. Champlin Park trying to load up again, and they get to the center. This time is cleared off partially by the Park Center defense. Now it's kicked right back in again. Hughes with an easy grab. Another punt. Nice high punt right to the Rebels.
Under 17 minutes to play here in the first half. Foul on Champlin Park.
So while we have a second here, center referee is Deb Heastand. We've seen her at many games. AR1 is Ty Biasco, and AR2 is Dimitri Sankey.
Champlin Park, and to turn it back upfield. That's broken up. Rebels though get it back. Lotz had it stopped by Port. Came back to the middle of the field. Champlin Park pass a little bit behind Grace Doobie, but they get it back one more time. Alec Carlson is number 12 and able to keep that play alive for Champlin Park. Now it's deep, and this is going to be last off of Park Center, off of Abby Brackey. Madison Stalpas was the forward there for Champlin Park. There you see her number 8. We'll get our second corner here for the Rebels.
Okay, the last one was a little bit deep. Now they're coming back from the other direction. Sizing that one up. Right in the danger area.
Out in front, shot away, blocked. Another chip toward the net. Save by Huser off the shot by Carlson.
Rebels again maintain control in the midfield. I thought they were going to switch sides there, but she decided to keep it on the near side. Sent the ball up ahead to actually no one.
Not trying to get it to, or got it to the middle of the field, but nobody there for the Rebels. Stalpus getting there too late, and Huser being able to make the play on the ball. Got it out to midfield, and now down into the Rebels' end, but again, Champlin Park controlling. They've really controlled play streak ever since that goal. It's really been almost all Rebels in possession time.
Yeah, they've been racking up minutes and minutes of possession time. That's what we're saying. They're moving the ball extremely well. They're hitting the passing lanes, and Park Center, like I said before, they're just not attacking that lane and not attacking the passer.
Julia Sullivan in for Champlin Park. Maya Wenzel for Park Center. This ball skipping past Reed, who has to go back for it and plays it out of bounds before the forward lot could make a play on it.
Yeah.
So break for Park Center in that it didn't turn into a scoring opportunity, but Champlin Park gets a chance here deep on the throw-in.
Right, they do get the throw in, but I think the defense was more than weary of Lots kind of running around there and becoming dangerous. So
off of Reed, we'll get a corner again for Champlin Park. Their third here in the last 7 minutes or so. We'll get Katie Hayes back in, senior captain for Park Center, for Champlin Park. Rebels corner kick. Ball out front, a little bit past Lots, trying to turn to get a shot on it. Here is a shot by Carlson. That got blocked.
But there was so much traffic in front of the goal area, it's almost impossible to get a shot through.
Pirate player down, but I think it was Port that took that shot, and he's not getting up right now here for Park Center. Keely Sorensen immediately out. You can see Port's teammate Caitlin Reed trying to help. Oh, excuse me, that was not
it's Fisher.
Port's Carly Fisher that took the brunt of that, took that shot from close range a moment ago.
And she's the 7th grader that just came in a few minutes ago. She's up.
There's Fisher, immediately screen number 8.
Oh, got the ball
that one right in the ribs.
Right in the ribs. Yeah.
Carlson with the hard shot, and painful, but not something that's going to keep her out long term. It doesn't look like.
No.
Maybe take the wind out of her and walk it off here, and we'll be all right. So that's good to see. Clock is running.
Fisher went over and got her water bottle. She can sit down and get a rest. Well, I tell you, Rebels have been doing such a marvelous job of stepping around these defenders. That time they draw a foul, so it'll be Park Center with possession and the free kick.
Free kick here for Park Center. Played away by Caitlin Reed. And pushed ahead by Jensen out toward midfield. The boys couldn't get to it because he was cut off from the ball by Carlson. Played a strong first half. Now it's Hayes. Off to her right. Back to the middle of the field to Carlson. Left side, stopped, controlled by Mauk.
Well, they got 5 people up front.
Mauk with a shot and sent it just wide.
Gonna go wide by the Rebels. Goal kick coming up for the Pirates.
Goal kick for Huser.
Low drive and goes to Champlin Park. Drove right back in, but that's over the touch line. You throw in for the Pirates.
Number 6, Abby Brackey with the throw.
Short throw in. Coming to Traeger. Lost it to Champlin Park.
Throw in the Rebels.
Throw in. Julia Sullivan will handle this one.
Nice.
Going it deep, stopped. Lotz gets a little push there on Reed. Ball out of bounds. They're going to whistle Lotz for that push.
He was good looking, number 6 Slots. Boy, she's had a great first half. A lot of hustle, a lot of aggressive play.
Ball to midfield. Played ahead by Champlin Park. Mauk. And pass picked off by Jensen. Got it across midfield for Park Center. Jensen nicely steps in again here near midfield. Plays it ahead for Du Bois. Lost it after having it just for a stride as Hayes took it away. Ball out of bounds off Park Center. Throw in will come for Benson.
And that's a good sign. Number 8 Fisher coming back into the game.
Alexa Grimm and Amber Nichols back in for Champlin Park, along with Carly Fisher, as Sig mentioned. Throw in comes to Grimm. Grimm will leave it there for Sullivan. All the middle of the field. Here's Carlson with it. Open on the left is Nichols, and Huser slides out and makes the save.
Another good opportunity, another good save by Huser. The pass was just a little bit off target. Here it comes. Yeah, I think she was trying to shoot at the goal, not for a cross.
Nichols trying to run it down again, but stopped by Park Center and sent out of bounds by McNamer. Throw in for the Rebels. Handled by Lott. She's in free.
Boy, you don't want to get her running around free. That's dangerous.
Ford came over and shut it down, though, before she could get a shot away. And Huser will put it back in play for Park Center, kicking it out toward midfield. Du Bois stopping it there. Just across midfield, but broken up by the Rebels. Sullivan. Sent deep now, broken up by Port. Came back to Sullivan. Sullivan will drive deep with it on the right side. And let's go off of Port and out of play. We'll get a corner for Champlin Park.
Well, I guess if you can't get a shot off, you can at least get the corner. Sets up the 4th corner, 4th set play for the Rebels.
Grimm on the corner kick. Lotz with the header, blocked by Jensen. Another shot by Lotz, and not a lot on it. Huser able to easily make the stop there.
But still, that has to be disconcerting for the defense, because the Rebels are getting these shots. And the Champlin Park defense is just not giving Park Center much to shoot at on the other side. I mean, we haven't called DuBois for a long time. She hasn't touched the ball.
Not much. Sink is back in. Freshman for Park Center, number 10.
Now returning the game for the Pirates, number 10, Chloe Sink.
On the left side, ball got past the Rebels defender. Christensen comes out and just scoops it out before Maya Wenzel could get it to it for the Pirates.
Wow, nice punt.
Out to midfield, Jensen got her foot on it. Head for DuBois. Played off to the left sideline on a play.
Now returning the game for the Pirates, number
Tao back in.
Brianna Terrell.
6 minutes to play here. First half, 1-1. Our score. Here's DuBois, who had the Park Center goal very early. He gets cut off by Beach, who plays it out. Throw in for Park Center. DuBois will take it. Now she's going to hand it off instead. Throw in will be Sink to DuBois off Champlin Park, and Park Center will get its first corner kick of the match tonight.
Corner kick coming up for the Pirates. Number 7, Gabby Peeper with the corner.
Corner sent a little too far, too high as well for the header chance, and Champlin Park has it. They'll push it back upfield.
And as he had done before, just send the ball up and just turn lots loose. Wow, she's got great speed to go with that good agility. And they managed to keep possession.
Alex Snell in for Champlin Park. Rebels throw in. Park Center gets it, sent it back across midfield. Elizondo all the way back to her keeper, Christensen. Didn't get a lot on that, and certainly not the way direction she wanted to go either, because it ends up as a throw-in for Park Center. Boys try to get it right back into play, and
kind of rushed it a little bit.
Right. Well, and Christensen was not all the way back in net, was the reason that she wanted to get in, but instead a whistle came. McNamer allowed to substitute in here for Park Center. Christensen trying to get out and stop the ball, couldn't get it, but defender there to clear it out. Park Center will get the throw in though.
And Park Center now with some momentum on their side.
Well played ahead. Here's Jensen with it. She'll send it a long way, but right to the midsection of Commander Christensen, who makes the stop. Winding down towards 3 minutes to play here in the first half. DuBois with the header. Played out of bounds by Champlin Park's Maya Elizondo. Throw in for Park Center will be taken by Sink. DuBois trying to split through two defenders. Now we'll go around them instead. Boys in the middle of the field, a little bit on that shot, but certainly not enough there for Carly Fisher.
Yeah, I think she hit the big green ball before she hit the white ball.
Right. Back to midfield. Here comes Champlin Park. On the run, it's Amber Nichols. Crosses it to the middle. Sullivan got a foot on it, but able to break up the play was Port. Rebels regain possession. Stopping is Grimm. Grimm now will chip it toward the net. Hughes for the save. Ball in midfield. Rebels send it back down. Another stop for Huser. Out at midfield, header there by Snell near the sideline, battling with Du Bois. It's off Snell.
Throw to the Pirates. Megan Du Bois with the throw.
Boy, throw in. Getting it in briefly for Fisher, but taken away by Champlin Park. Here's Carlson with it for the Rebels. Carlson. Pass up the middle of the field, goes off a Pirate.
Offside.
An offside call anyway on Champlin Park.
Boy, I'm really impressed with Champlin Park on defense. Gets a turnover, and then they transition to their counter. Like right now, you can see 6-7 players just flow up the field together in unison. That's the kind of thing that'll get you some good marks on the field for. There they come again.
Park Center able to gain control back briefly. Rebels send it back down, but too far for Lotz. Port with it, centered up that left sideline. Broken up. Port got a foot on again. Sullivan moved in. Here come the Rebels. And getting knocked down was Grimm after she put a foot on it for Champlin Park. Moving up into the play, Elizondo up that sideline, trying to get it for Sullivan, but it's off of her. We're going to throw in for Park Center with just 15 seconds to play in the first half.
10 seconds.
And that will do it. Champlin Park will get one final throw in, but not enough time really to get a shot on goal here. And we will go to halftime, tied up at 1. Goal 45 seconds into the match from Megan Du Bois and Alex Lotz, tying it up at the 27-47 mark. And we stand at 1-1. Park Center and Champlin Park here played twice last year, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. The Rebels winning both times, and we talked about certainly the better of play the last 2/3 of that half.
It was definitely possession time for Champlin Park. I was really impressed with their passing. And as we were just talking about their transition from defense to offense, excellent counter, moving the ball down the field and putting on a pretty wide attack. It wasn't just one or two places. They would penetrate the defense. That didn't work. Then they pass the ball back and pass it around, looking for an opportunity. The upside for Park Center, they've struggled to get things going, but their defense and keeper has kept them in the game.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and look at the first half highlights and more. Our score after one half: Champlin Park 1, Park Center 1. More girls soccer from Champlin Park High School after this timeout.
Makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood? Or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Park Center, Champlin Park, entertaining first half of soccer here tonight at Champlin Park High School. Early goal for the Pirates. Rebels able to tie it up, and here we go with 40 minutes to play. We had an overtime in the boys match. Champlin Park eventually winning. We'll see if we have that again here in the girls tonight.
You never know.
Right.
And
let's look at some highlights from the first half. As I mentioned, Park Center scoring very early. Megan Boyd able to get herself free, and the senior attack buries her third goal of the season to make it 1-0. And then about 12 minutes later, Champlin Park able to tie it up. Nice pass ahead from Carlson to Lotz. Alex Lotz scoring the first. That was a save rather by Huser. Now here's the shot. Another save by Huser. Lotz getting a couple of chances early on, unable to score. Eventually able to put it away. And that's the one that ended up in the back of the net. The assist going to Alexa Grimm that tied it up at 1. Champlin Park with their fair share of corner kicks in the first half as well. Huser able to make all the stops the rest of the way here in the half. Good chance from the left side for Nichols, and Huser has to dive out for that one. So look at the shots and the shots on goal. Big edge for the Rebels in each of those categories, and they've got the edge in the corner kicks as well, 4-1, but on the scoreboard 1-1 for Park Center. Sig certainly, we mentioned, had the play kind of taken to them for more than half of that first half. What do they need to do to try to get some of that possession time back and get themselves some scoring opportunities?
Well, the first thing they have to do is cut off the passing lanes by the Rebels. They've been passing when and where they want. They need to mark up on these players and stop those. That's the only way they're going to get back into the game. Champlin Park has way too much ball possession time, and they're getting way too many shots off. They're lucky that their defense is there. The keeper's been keeping in them. That's been keeping them in the game. But that's what I see what they have to do. They got to stop the midfield and turn the possession back over in their favor so they can get an attack going.
Champlin Park 5-6-2 in the Northwest Suburban Conference a year ago, 6-10-2 overall. Park Center just 2-10-1 in the Northwest Suburban a year ago, 3-11-3 on the season, looking to turn things around this year and over the defending champion along with Centennial, co-conference champions. Maple Grove was right behind them, and some strong teams at the top of this league. In the Northwest Suburban Conference, Totino, Grace, Armstrong, they were all bunched in the top 5 in the conference a year ago. We'll see what 2017 brings. We'll take another timeout. Come back, more soccer action. Second half of play still to come. You're watching Park Center, Champlin Park. Girls soccer on CCX.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Park Center 1, Champlin Park 1. Let's go girls soccer tonight, getting ready to start half number 2 tonight in Champlin Park. I mentioned the Rebels off to an 0-2 start, but getting their first goal of the season tonight. They will be off on Thursday, and they will play at Centennial in their next match next Tuesday night. Park Center still with one match to go yet this week there at Coon Rapids for a 5 o'clock match on Thursday. And then after being on the road their first 4 matches, they'll be home for 3 straight, starting next Tuesday against Irondale and then next Thursday against another of their rivals, Osseo, on September 7th. Alex Lotz certainly had some scoring chances there in the first half, was able to put one away. Hoping to get to more opportunities here in the second half and see if she can beat Rachel Huser and put the Rebels on top.
Yeah, you would think it's only a matter of time for that to happen. The Champlin Park offense has been just all over the defense in the first half, and Lotz is the primary player who's gotten things going for them. Christensen getting ready for the kickoff. And there's a look at number 6, Lotz. Had an incredible first half. And you know she wants to possess the ball.
Up at midfield. Park Center with control of the ball. Gabby Bieberg has a couple of goals for Park Center this season in their 2 matches. Haven't called her name much tonight though for PC. Rebels with the ball. Hayes up for Carlson. Carlson right side for Alexa Grimm. Grimm toward the goal, but on the short side it's caught by Huser before it could get to the net. Huser will play it out to midfield. Look at it again. Another good pass. Just spun away from her a little bit.
Yep.
Toward the right, and that would not have gone in.
Got underneath it, put some spin on it. She was pointing to herself. She knew she mishit that one.
Up the left sideline is going to be out of play for Nichols. No, it's off of Park Center. Nichols will throw it in instead. Getting it to Marshalik.
Good hustle.
Here's Lotz. Poked away from her.
Now it comes to Fisher. Got it out to midfield for Park Center. Chipped by Jensen. Out across midfield. Here's Du Bois for Park Center. And a nice defensive play by Haley Peach. They knock it away from Du Bois and out of play. Throw in for Park Center. Boys with the throw in. Knocked down by Fisher. Out of play. It'll be goal kick here for Christensen.
Yeah, I think that throw-in was designed to go in about 10, 12 yards and get a return pass, but that didn't quite make it, so it'll be goal kick.
Jocelyn Tanner is the goalkeeper here in the second half for Champlin Park in place of Christensen. Tanner Jr. splitting time tonight with Christensen in goal. And Tanner's going to come out and play this ball. It's it high in the air out toward midfield. Champlin Park though controls it. Nice lead pass right side. Alexa Grimm chips it back toward the middle of the field, and the header by Carlson.
Just a little bit behind her. Couldn't
quite direct it toward the net. Now here's a shot away, and it's wide of Huser, and a goal kick for Park Center. Penetrated deep, but couldn't put the ball away. Again, the Rebels unable to cash in. Pretty good scoring chance there. Goal kick, broke it up, or stolen by Champlin Park. Port gets a foot on the ball there. They make the play defensively, getting it across for Caitlin Reed. Reed has it taken away from her. Here's Lott with it for Champlin Park, and her shot high and wide of the net. Lott's kick was high, and it's over to Huser and Park Center again. In for the Pirates, Megan Traeger. Junior will replace Carly Fisher.
Let's look at the 7th grader coming out. And we didn't mention it earlier, but Park Center is sporting brand new jerseys this year.
They're nice, aren't they? I like them.
I like them. I really like those. Nice color combination. The numbers are easy to read.
Here's Grimm along the near sideline. Keeps the ball in play. A short pass here, though, went right to Jensen. She kicks it out for Park Center. We'll get a throw in for the Rebels. It'll be taken by Grace Doobie. Doobie will take another throw in off the ball, off the Pirates. Got her back to the middle of the field, came to Doobie. Missed lots with the pass. And cleared away by McNamer of Park Center across midfield, controlled by Champlin Park. Coming out is Tanner, unable to get there just ahead of Tao. Comes to Jensen again for Park Center, chips it ahead. Midfield whistle. Foul on Park Center. Give Champlin Park a free kick.
Park Center trying to get in there and control it, but Champlin Park again.
Jensen got it across midfield. It's out of play. Got a throw in for the Pirates. Out of bounds. This one off of Faith Doobie. Header toward the sideline. Again out of play. Another throw in for PC. Du Bois turning on that sideline. It's past one defender, then another. Finally lost the ball in deep to Peach, and out comes Champlin Park. Out to midfield, it's Carlson. Carlson, nice little run here. Sends it off on a right to Grimm. Grimm's cross. Now she'll put it right line on net. Save made by Rachel Huser.
Wow, she would have made that pass. No, I made it a pass instead of a shot. She had an open forward right there.
Drilled out of bounds by the Pirates. Throw in Champlin Park. Under 33 minutes to play here in the second half.
Whoops, that didn't work out well. It'll be a turnover.
Park Center throw in. Brackey able to get it back into play. Sideline.
Wow.
And good battle there between Carlson and Jensen.
And Carlson came away with it, winning the 50-50s.
Here's Grimm.
Wow.
Tried to slide the pass ahead for Marshalik, but it went too far with it. Middle of the field, knocked down. Cleared ahead by Park Center. Set back by the Rebels to the near sideline. Chipped ahead by Grace Doobie. And Port sends it the other way for PC. Champlin or Park Center trying to make a little run. Here's Gabby Bieberg. Bieberg's cross to the middle. Stopped and rolls out. Well defended in the middle of the field by Champlin Park. Get a throw in here for Park Center. Brackey. The ball in play to Jensen. Jensen able to get past Carlson. And their pass a little too far out in front. Bieberg there, and it's a goal kick for Champlin Park. It'll be taken by Jocelyn Tanner.
Goal kick coming up for the Rebels. Keeper Jocelyn Tanner with the kick.
Tanner's kick will skip out to midfield. Port's very tap was blocked by Grimm. Rebels have control of the ball again. Carlson is back to the middle of the field, gets pass away. Good takeaway briefly there by Traeger. Then the Rebels get it right back.
Lots trying to penetrate. Here's a return pass.
There's a shot away. Oh, and sent wide and past the Pirates' net.
Wasn't that far away. Nice combination there again with the Rebel offense.
Marshalik sending it wide to the right. Lots is number 6. Marshalik there, number 5. And the goalie beat but missed the net. Rebels have it again. Here's Grimm. Grimm trying to push past her defender. Getting back into the play and playing it with Brackey. Whistle and get a foul whistle against Bieber. Game got flying in defensively, but that's not allowed.
Got her foot up there. And
shot away here off the pass from Grimm, and shot going wide. Out of play. Another goal kick for Huser.
Yeah, tried for the redirect, but that was just redirected to the wrong side.
Ball came ahead to Carlson. Got a throw in for Park Center.
Park Center finally getting control of the ball, but I think they're going to give it up to the Rebels again.
Thrown by Grace Doobie. Brackey, or excuse me, it's Lots with it. Brackey couldn't play it for Park Center. Carlson got it off to her left, off onto the foot of Hayes.
Trying to get the
shot
cross
away.
Whoa.
And Huser to save the rebound. Lots scores.
I was going to say, look out. Lots is right there.
And Champlin Park takes the lead.
Boy, you can see that one coming with the passing and the redirect. Here's again. Nice.
Little redirect here.
And then the rebound.
Nichols, the initial shot. And the goal by Lotz.
So I think we can give Nichols the assist on that for setting up the play, the rebound right in front of Lotz, and she was just sitting there waiting for it. And Lotz comes off for a rest. She needs a rest. She's been running all over the place.
Junior captain, Alex Lotz.
Lotz getting her second of the night, second of the season. Champlin Park has its first lead of the season here. That goal coming with 28:55 to go in the second half.
This is a good look at number 6 Lotz. She's earned her rest.
We'll get a free kick here for Champlin Park. Handball on the Pirates.
Oh, you don't need to do that. Not only creating the foul, but giving an opportunity for a quality shot coming from a free kick.
Peach sending it toward the goal, stopped by User. Cleared out of bounds by the Pirates.
Park Center finally clearing that out.
Take away by the Rebels there, by the Pirates at midfield by Tao. Tried to get it ahead for Bieberg on the left side and broke it up. But now they get it back again. Here's Gabby Bieberg. She'll put it toward the front of the net, and the header goes high.
Oh, my.
And out of play, DuBois just about had the equalizer there, trying to put it past Tanner. Great play by the Pirates here. Bieberg goes deep.
Nice high pass.
DuBois, and
oh, I don't know if it looks like the keeper ran into her. Watch this. Yeah, they collided afterwards. Well, no foul, but
good
Tanner
play.
was right there.
Yeah. Play by Tanner to get involved in that play. Is it DuBois right there on the doorstep? Almost had the header equalizer for PC. That's their best scoring chance, maybe since they scored the goal in the first minute.
Yeah,
really.
After the first minute, I thought Park Center was going to be all over this Champlin Park defense, but Champlin Park's been in control of the game up until now. All of a sudden, Park Center putting some pressure on. Foul against Park Center. And
on Champlin Park.
I'm sorry, Champlin Park. And same thing as on the other end. You don't want to give the offense a free shot.
Jensen on the free kick. Angela toward the goal. One bounce. Tanner has it and cleared just away. Boy, that was dangerous. Almost a misplay. DuBois had gotten past the keeper Tanner. Their defender able to get back there and help her out and clear it away. Look at it again.
I think she bobbled a little bit. Then she was run into by DuBois.
And Faith Doobie clearing it away for Champlin Park.
And with no foul call, that would have been an easy goal. Ouch.
Collision there. Two players going down hard. A whistle, but maybe for an injury rather than any kind of a card here.
Yeah, Grimm is
just incidental contact there between Caitlin Reed of Park Center and Champlin Park's Alexa Grimm.
Yeah, they just ran into each other. Looks like Reed is coming out. So is Grimm.
We'll check both players out here.
Now returning the game for the Rebels is number 6, Alex Lotz.
I'm going to drop it again here. And we are underway again. Champlin Park with possession, leading it 2-1 here. Under 25 minutes to play in the second half.
Yeah, they would love to score one more to put it away.
McNamer playing it up the sideline for Park Center, but Champlin Park has control of the ball as it came to Hayes. Has it taken away from her by Fisher. All the flex back, cleared back to the middle of the field. And there's Cow.
Trying to get it forward. Does. Another takeaway for the Rebel defense.
Sent back across midfield. Comes to Port. Sends it right side. The boys, and they're offside.
It's a good look at number 21, Du Bois.
Free kick here for Champlin Park. Ball sent deep. Sink hitting off the offensive player from Champlin Park, Nichols there. Played it out of bounds. It's Champlin Park with the throw in. Will be taken by Faith Doobie.
Faith Doobie with this throw.
Header, ball comes back to the middle of the field. Shot blocked. Right side. Rebels with it on the foot of Megan Carlson here. Puts it to the middle.
Oh,
a great header and a goal.
Carlson.
Grace Marshalik. That was a great setup, wasn't it, Sig? It's 3-1.
That was absolutely perfect. You see Carlson move the ball around, step around the defender, saw the, watch this opening right here, and then the header. Wonderful.
So it's 3-1. Rebels now, 2 goals, a little over 6 minutes apart by the Rebels. And they take a 2-goal lead.
You know, we talk about those fouls in the wrong time. That time, it worked in the Rebel favor, getting the ball in and down to Carlson, who did a marvelous job stepping around the defender. Nice, perfect feed. And then that nice header by Marshalik to make it 3-1.
Nichols the assist on the first Lots goal here in the second half. Carlson picking up the assist on the Marshalik goal a moment ago. Grace's first goal of the season. And now a 3-1 Champlin Park lead. Boys went down. That drew a whistle and a foul on Champlin Park. Gabby Bieberg will set this one up. Sends it deep. Rebels break it up. And back come the Rebels. Now if they come on the attack. Lots for Carlson. Step past her defender, but lost the ball. Broken up again by Champlin Park.
Wow. They are just...
Lots was in there. Now it's Carlson with it. Carlson breaking toward the net, sends it out in the middle, shot away and a goal. And it's 4-1 Champlin Park. Alexa Grimm, the junior, with the third goal here in the second half for the Rebels.
And right now they're just putting on a clinic. Carlson again with a nice feed. And there's the open shot into the net. So that's another assist for Carlson. And just like that, it's 4-1.
Number 10, senior captain Katie Hayes.
The Park Center head coach not too thrilled about the last few minutes.
3 goals in 8 minutes for Champlin Park.
The Pirates need one here to get back into the game.
Jensen put a long one in on net. Tanner has it here and will clear it away. Out to midfield. Champlin Park with Katie Hayes dropping it back for Carlson. Carlson ahead, the header. Caught by Lots, and it's off of Porton out of play. We'll get a corner kick here for Champlin Park, their first in the second half.
On the last score, it would be number 11.
Morgan Monk with the corner kick for the Rebels. Puts it out in front, stop there, ball still free. Shot away, stop.
Wow.
And cleared away by Fisher now. Boy, again, Champlin Park buzzing the net. Carlson was there and able to get a clean shot away, and Monk will do it again here on the corner. Good high ball right to the front of the net. Cleared away by the Pirates. Shot from out high and sent over the Park Center net and out of play.
And finally for the Pirates, an opportunity to get back on offense. But held back right in the Park Center's defense.
Here's Lots with a
again.
shot and fired it just high and over the crossbar.
Wow.
Going for her third of the night.
Just a bit high.
Well, that was close. You went a lot on that. It sent it a little bit high.
Yeah, probably had a little bit too much on it. But still, it's very indicative of how aggressive Champlin Park has been all match long. Except for the first minute and whatever it was.
Here's Du Bois for Park Center. And went down.
Yep. That's going to be called against Champlin Park.
I didn't hear a whistle. I think it's just going to be a throw-in
just
here.
a throw-in. You're right. You're right. I saw the referee pointing towards the Champlin defense, but it's a throw.
Jensen, high throw, headed away by the Rebels. And here they come again. Here's Carlson. Middle of the field. Off on her left. Played ahead. Down deep. Or trying to keep it away. Here's Carlson with it. She'll put it right in on net. And saved by Rachel Huser. A very busy night between the pipes for Park Center.
Boy, that's an understatement.
To the sideline, out of play. We're going to throw in for Champlin Park. Faith Dewey will put it in play as we are winding down towards 17 minutes to go here in the second half. A big lead now for the Rebels, trying to add to it now. Here's Lots, gets herself free, shot away and just wide. Well, she's had 2 goals tonight and chances at probably 3 or 4 more, Sig.
She's had at least 2, maybe 3 that should have gone in. And that one's included. Watch this footwork. right past the keeper. I don't think she missed by more than a foot.
No.
You can see, oh, I should have had that one. Still, what a night for Lots.
All up in the air by Jensen. Out to midfield. The boys will chip it ahead. But back there is Elizondo for Champlin Park. It's out of play off the Rebels. Pirates throw in. Du Bois looking. Now we'll get it up to Bieberg. Boy battling there defensively with Peach, who's played well for Champlin Park tonight. Back out to midfield. Here come the Rebels on the move again. Nice pass, shot away.
Oh, underneath it, skied it.
Too high that time by Maluk. Got the good pass from Watts, but then Mock put it too high. Good little short pass. Mock just skied it over the net. They get possession again, though, here on the throw-in from right in front of their bench. Comes into Carlson.
And they just keep possessing the ball. Park Center with a chance to control, and they finally do. That's a keeper.
User gets it out to midfield. Headed by Peach as she went after it along with Rayleigh for Park Center. Carlson for Champlin Park. Middle of the field. Ball comes ahead to Lotz. Took the pass from Marshalick. Lotz
has Mock with her.
Yep. Mock
little hip
deep
check.
Shot on a goal.
Oh, did you see that little hip check?
Morgan Mock able to beat Huser just inside the pipe, and the junior scores. And it's 5-1 Rebels.
Let's see it again. Here we go. Watch this little hip check right here. Boom. And then shoots it right underneath the keeper. Great move. You gotta love that one.
Scoring the Champlin Rebels with the 13-12 of the second half.
Malk with their first of the night, first of the season. 4 second-half goals here for Champlin Park to break that 1-1 halftime tie.
And it's been a clinic ever since.
Yeah, they have not let up at all, have they?
No, not at all.
Now the boys trying to get the Pirates going. They've got some good numbers and a great defensive play by Elizondo to break that up.
They had a 3-on-2 advantage and couldn't make it happen.
Port got a foot on it. Rebels near sideline. Lotz with the pass to Carlson. Here comes Carlson for Champlin Park. Right up the middle of the field. Shot away on the save by Huser. Carlson's got a couple of assists here in the second half, trying to put a goal on the score sheet for herself as well, but stop made by Huser. Now here's Dubois for Park Center. Got it ahead for Bieberg. Bieberg stops, turns, feeds it back to Dubois, back to Bieberg. Bieberg with a shot, but fired it high over Tanner in the Champlin Park net.
And again, the Champlin Park defense staying back, staying in their position, not being tricked into following the flow of the ball. Let's see, Park Center coach.
Now returning the game, the Rebels, number 8, Madison Stoltz.
Out toward midfield, and header out of play. We're going to throw in for Champlin Park. More excited Champlin Park sideline there in the second half. We saw Megan Witchker and Abby Lindsay and the Rebels team. They've enjoyed these 4 second half goals. Here's Lotz with it again.
Boy, she is so dangerous.
Shot away here and saved by Huser.
What makes Lotz so dangerous is she's not only adept at getting past the defender, she also has a great vision to see where other players are, so she can give them a shot. There's a block bringing the ball all the way back to the Park Center defense. And again, another turnover. Carlson coming in.
Carlson with it, gets past another defender, shot away, and Huser the save. Well, nice moves there by the freshman Megan Carlson, and Huser again makes the stop on her. Here's Du Bois for Park Center. Stops, moves past Grace Doobie. Doobie then gets back into the play and takes it away. Well defended by the Rebel. Senior midfielder and defender. And now Champlin Park back out to midfield again. Mauk sending it left side. Sullivan catches up with it. Julia Sullivan puts it out in front. Ball is loose. Carlson is shot and fires it high. Carlson's not going to give up trying to score one here in the second half.
She's going to keep going until she gets one on goal or in.
Neighbor and Towel backing, excuse me, Sig, for Park Center.
But tell you, Carlson's had a fabulous game.
Yep.
Good hustle, good ball control. Great skill set of moving the ball around the defenders, knowing where her other players are, and passing the ball off when the opportunity comes.
We're inside of 10 minutes to play here in the second half. 8:40 to be exact. As Champlin Park has run away from Park Center here in the second half. On their way to their first victory of the season.
Yeah, so unless the Champlin Park defense has a major meltdown, I really don't think they're in danger of losing this game.
Brackey will throw it in to the sideline and out. Throw in for Park Center here. Throw in by Abby Brackey. Well played to the right side. The chance now. Wenzel getting into the middle of the field and broken up. And up charges Elizondo with the ball. Now short pass on her left.
And maintaining possession on the far side.
Here's Grimm with it. Grimm getting it to Sullivan.
Yeah, it took about 12 seconds for Champlin Park to get that counter all the way down to the PCN.
Tao for the Pirates, missed on the pass to Du Bois. Cleared up ahead and down the left sideline by Champlin Park. And Traeger back for Park Center to play it up the sideline. Taken by Champlin Park. Sullivan off to her right, onto the foot of Madison Stalpus. In a race for the ball, rolling toward the net off the foot of Lotz and cleared away right out in front by Port for Park Center. Inetta Port, junior defender, is back behind Tanner, or Huser rather, able to make the play. In for Champlin Park now. Ella Carlson, number 12, Amber Nichols, number 13. shot in on net, and the save made by Huser. And here comes Tao with a run up the left side for Park Center. And she gets knocked down by Carlson. That brings a foul.
And this is going to be either a talking to or a yellow card.
Looks like just a warning.
Just a warning. A little bit too aggressive that time. Yeah, you get your elbow up and put it out there. That's going to get you a foul every time. It's not a yellow.
Shot wide, out of play. We'll get a corner or goal kick rather for Champlin Park here.
Well, we haven't called Tanner's name in a long time.
No, it's not.
Here's that collision again.
Action. Look at that.
Yeah, shoved her
again.
Yeah.
Here's Champlin Park. On the move up the left side. Taken by the Rebels. They'll push it down the left side. Here comes Watts again. Shot away, and the save made. Ball is free, and then Huser gets back on top of it. Right ahead of Stalpus, who is the forward free in the front of the net. And Alex Lott's drilling that shot, and
here's
again, a good save by Huser.
Good shot, hard shot. Comes the rebound, and Huser just manages to leap onto the ball.
Great effort by the senior Huser to get on top of that ball. Now here comes Lantz on the move one more time. Good pass ahead, the shot away and a goal. Amber Nichols. The assist to Lantz, and it's 6-1.
You see it again. But just no way to defend that one. The good passing, good setup, and Nichols just buries it.
Number 13, senior Amber Nichols.
Nichols with her first goal of the night had an assist on that Lott's goal early in the second half. Here's Carlson with it for Champlin Park. Stalpus puts it to the middle of the field. Cleared away by Park Center and out of play. Throw in for the Rebels. Maggie Benson putting it in play. After it comes Carlson. This is Ella Carlson. To the middle of the field.
They're just moving the ball around and around and around.
Centering the ball, and Huser.
Nice play.
Plays that.
Yeah, good play. Knocked the ball down and managed to get that out of there in a hurry.
Elizondo for Park Center. Or for Champlin Park, he gets the pass ahead to Ella Carlson. Now it's Sullivan. Julia Sullivan moves past defenders. Still with the ball. Here's a shot away. And Huser knocks that down, but good rush there by a sophomore Sullivan. Or Huser, who's got to be exhausted, makes yet another save.
Yes. She's been involved in an awful lot of saves. In the second half alone, she's faced 19 shots.
Comes Lotz again. Drops the pass for Megan Carlson. Broken up by Park Center. Sullivan putting it back toward the front of the net. Comes one more time out high.
Yep. That previous play was a foul call, but also called advantage.
Stalpus, corner. Oh, and the shot goes off the crossbar, off the goalpost, rather, off the foot of Lotz. A great crossing pass by Stelpus right to Alex Lotz, who put it off that near side goalpost, and it's cleared away. Park Center put it out of play, so it became a throw-in for Champlin Park, and now we'll get a throw-in for Park Center. One more look at it, a great pass, and the header just off the goalpost. And that would have been the hat trick tonight for Lotz. Benson will throw it in for Champlin Park. Dubois for Park Center in the final minute here of the match, trying to get the ball through to Bieberg, but that was broken up. Rebels get it again. Out on the right side, onto the foot of Stelpus out front. Huser knocked it down and then gets back on top of it before Nichols could bury it.
Yeah, you gotta feel sorry for Huser. She's faced so many shots and made some great saves in a very busy night.
Final seconds. They're looking for one more.
10 seconds.
Out of play, though, as Port knocked it away from Ella Carlson.
4, 3, 2.
Champlin Park, 5 second-half goals, and they win this one 6-1 over Park Center to earn their first victory of the season. What a nice win for the Rebels. Sig well earned. I mean, we talked about it at halftime. They really were the better team in the first half, and wasn't reflected in the scoreboard. It sure was here in the last 40 minutes of play.
Right, they were able to finish off with it as they didn't do in the first half. They had great control, great ball movement, good attacks, and couldn't finish. In the second half, it was like somebody just turned a light switch on, and away they went. It was just one attack after another, and Park Center tried so hard to take away the control and get the ball out, but just could not do it.
We'll take a break, come back, wrap this one up from Champlin Park. You've been watching high school girls soccer on CCX Sports.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hart, what's going on?
I'm leaving.
Why? What did I do?
Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy.
You're half as active as you used to be.
The pressure is just too much. I quit.
Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just please, don't leave.
Okay. But remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Champlin Park gets its first win of the season tonight, 6-1 over Park Center in our high school girls soccer match tonight at Champlin Park. Welcome back to Champlin Park High School. John Jacobson with Amber Nichols, Alex Lotz with a couple of goals tonight and missed on maybe 3 or 4 more. But how does it feel to win this one tonight and to get on the scoreboard? You guys have been shut out twice.
Honestly, it feels great after taking 2 tough losses. It feels great to get back on the board and with a successful win.
You had 2 tough opponents those first 2 games too, right? You played Maple Grove and Hopkins. What did you learn from those losses?
Just to never give up and keep the intensity up like we did today, and good outcomes come out.
Were you frustrated at halftime as a team? I mean, it was 1-1, but you guys were kind of controlling play.
I mean, a little bit, but we just kept it going. We knew we had stuff still in us for the second half, and we just keep going. And as we said, the outcome was in our favor. So.
You've got some new players to varsity this year. What have you liked about what you've seen from your team in these 3 matches?
We just communicate well. We are keeping our attitudes up, and we're just keeping the ball, stay calm and collective, and just keeping our heads up and never giving up.
Got some good teams in this conference. I know Centennial's coming up for you. What does it take to replicate this kind of performance in the future?
In practice, just keep our focus up and take what we learned from today and our previous games to put it into upcoming harder competition.
Alex, congratulations. Enjoy this.
Thank you so much.
Amber Nichols, a senior, and you get your first goal tonight, had an assist. Tell me about your team's play overall in that second half.
I thought we did a really good job possessing the ball and really finding each other's feet. We've been working a lot on making the runs in practice, so I felt like we did a really good job of that tonight.
I thought your team did a great job, kind of like you mentioned, in passing the ball. Is that going to be what this team is good at? Are you going to be a possession team and able to make those passes and give yourself scoring opportunities many nights?
I really hope so. That's what we do a lot in practice. We work on a lot of runs, a lot of possession, and it really helps out the play go smoothly instead of just playing like ping pong back and forth with the other team. So yeah, I think it's really going to help us.
As a senior, what is this team going to do better than maybe some of the past teams you played on here? What can be a strength of this team going forward?
I feel like this team this year is a very offensive team compared to past years. Past years have been very defensive and we hadn't been able to get very many shots on net compared to this team. So I think this will be a really better season the last couple of years.
Always fun to beat Park Center.
Yes, it always is fun to beat Park Center.
Amber, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Champlin Park with 5 goals there in the second half, breaks the 1-1 tie, and they win it by a final score of 6-2. They improve their record to 1-2. Park Center drops to 0-3. That does it for our telecast tonight here from Champlin Park High School. And for Sig Lagery and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Final score once again, the Rebels of Champlin Park defeating Park Center's Pirates 6-1.